Man, it felt like the end of the world. It felt like my career was going to end, you know. Imagine losing about $3,000 worth of equipment in one night. Yet somehow my career went upwards from there. Listen, I have a story to tell. So it was December 2019. This subsidiary of NNPC, they were having their end of year party. Nice venue, nice decor, all of the vendors were top notch. It was such a beautiful event, like everything was going well, beautiful evening, until right in the middle of dancing, somebody busts into the hall and goes, "If your car is parked outside, please go out and check." We heard that some cars were broken into, and dread just sort of took over. I don't know why I felt that my car would have been one of the ones I was broken into, but immediately I rushed outside. There was a mob just getting closer to where the crowd was. It was in the direction that my car was parked. I get there and two cars. One was like a 2016 Honda Civic next to my car. The Honda Civic had been broken into, the boot was opened, emptied, and, whatever. My car next to it, the glass at the back there's some sort of chemical that they spray on these glasses that just make them shatter. That's how they got into my car. Now, in the back seat, I had my 2015 MacBook Pro. My assistant Joel had was a HP laptop, our backpacks were in the back. All of that was gone. There might have been one or two other things that were taken, but obviously, as in, it was those laptops were the most expensive, most important things that were in the car hand. I just went, no, like, what do I do? How do you track these people? How Nigerian police can do with all their nonsense statements and whatnot. And what made it even worse was we were parked right next to where the security was. Yet all of them, were blind that night. Nobody knew what was going on. So after much back and forth, deciding who would go to the police station to go and, report the case and which station was it supposed to be, was it Maitama or Ose2 and all of those things. Eventually, we went back into the hall. As soon as I entered the hall, it dawned on me. When I rushed out towards the car, my Sigma 35 1.4 I had left it on the table. The panic, the rush, the speed, guess what? That was gone as well. So in one night, we had lost 2 laptops and a 35 1.4, give or take about $3,000 worth of equipment in one night. Let's just say the next few days were terrible. How we photographers can be. We're never at a point where we think we have all the gear that we need. We always want to get this extra lens and, upgrade our computers or get a larger studio. We're always wanting more. So to have the little that you have taken away, snatched away just like that, especially on the night that you were enjoying or having the time of your life, it was incredibly terrifying. It was saddening.
Can we skip to the good part?
Yeah, but in a funny way, good kind of came out of it. A friend of mine, a colleague, on hearing what happened, reached out to me. "Hey, calligraphy, how is it going? I heard what happened. It's incredibly sad. As my way of helping out, I have this family portrait session that I'm supposed to do. But I'll let you have it so that hopefully you recoup, something from that." And I thought, that's probably the nicest thing anybody in the industry has done for me, it would have been nice enough to just say, "Hey, I heard what happened, sorry." But to actually let go of the job so that I could make some money and hopefully be able to buy some of the things I had lost back, incredible. It was quite touching, really.
Wow.
Now, during the course of the conversation, it's like, how much do you even charge? And at the time, I wasn't fully aware of my value. I didn't have a good grasp on my pricing, so my voice was trembling. I was like, the last one that I did, it was between 25 and 50. I was like, what? Your work is way more valuable than that sort of. You know what? Charge them 200K for the session, or do 80K for an outfit or something. But look, you can't go to these kind of clients and be charging 30K or whatever it is that you're doing. Now I was listening. I was going, yeah, okay. Yeah, so 200 for the session. Okay. But my mom, like, how? Like, who is meant to pay me that? Like, how? But yeah, the day comes round, I go, we have the portrait session, it goes well, really nice family, we had a good time. And at the end of it, the matriarch, the monk goes, yeah, so how much do we owe you? So I go, I'm looking, I can't look her in the eye. They are done 3 outfits. So I go, it's 80,000 for an outfit. But I'm doing one outfit for you for free, out of fear. Like, how was I going to tell this person maybe 240K for portraits? So I go, I'm doing one outfit for you for free. So she's like, okay, so what's that, 160? I said, yes, ma'am. Like, okay. See, it's 150 that I have. The energy that just came out from the ground, like, I just felt incredibly energized. Like, if I tell you 160 and then you tell me I'm only paying 150, 10K difference, it means you can pay me the 160. So I'm like, no, it's my 160. Her next reply was, do you want cash? And it just blew my mind, like, wow, this is actually possible. Now, I would like to tell you that from that point on, I just started charging, 200K for every portrait session or whatever. No, it still took me time, to grow into that space, right? But the bottom line is, I had this terrible thing happen to me. I lost $3,000 worth of equipment, yet the chain of events that followed led to me more than doubling what my prices were at that point. Okay? So I just want you watching this to know that allow yourself to get robbed every once in a while. I kid, obviously, I kid, but it's just funny how these things all fall into place sometimes. It was sad, terrible that it happened, but I'm glad that it happened because it moved me from point A to point D or whatever. It really stepped up my career. And to the person that gave me the courage to do it, to the person that passed on, the client to me, God bless you. May you never lack in whatever it is that you're looking for, May God bless you and your family. I'm incredibly grateful. And also, quick shout out to Benj, who got robbed on an airplane recently. And, I just hope that it turns out well. And just like how he ended up being, in the end, a great thing for me, I hope that, this experience that you come out of it much bigger, much, much bigger than you already are. So, yeah, be strong, take heart. And you that are watching, don't let setbacks hold you back. Good might actually come out of it. So yeah, that's my story. Hopefully I'll do more of these as time goes, just share some of my experiences and hopefully you guys can get something out of it. Now, left, right, some of my videos, click, watch, like, subscribe. Peace.